love this Elle and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for being here. Today we are trying out, I don't know if I'd call it a foundation, but it is definitely an internet sensation right now. So if you want to know more about that, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you think might like it, and let's do it. I have been seeing this everywhere, and I finally got my hands on it. This is the new Danessa Myricks. It is called Yummy Skin. It is a skin balm. It is called a blurring balm powder, and it is $36 in the lighter shades. It's almost completely sold out on the Sephora website, so I'll link everything below and you can take a look. What they say is it is obviously vegan, cruelty-free, light, natural finish, light coverage. It says it's a texture-reducing, coverage-boosting, blurring balm that balances oil throughout the day while maintaining hydration. And it is a cream. Okay, so I have actually tried this a couple of times. The first one I got was number 1. It is way too light for me. This is number 2. It has a tendency to be a little light, but the next step up looks like it's gonna be too dark. So it'll be perfect for going into the winter. This is the thing. This balm is for someone who just wants to have like a really nice minimal coverage, a quick like kind of fix type of situation. It does have a powdery finish. That's what's really interesting to this. So it looks like this guy right here. This is the number 2. And all I do is go like this with my hands. And I think that the product is best warmed up in your hands, but you can use a brush or a sponge, but I feel like this is the best method. But I want to show you this, you guys. Okay. And then you just glide it along the skin. It is extremely lightweight. A little bit goes a long way. Like the first time I used it, literally I put on way too much. It is definitely, I would say this is like a tinted moisturizer, but with a powder finish. So what works for me is I put on my Josie Maran sunscreen, so you can use an illuminizing primer or a hydrating primer, but if you are dry to normal, you're gonna wanna definitely prep that skin, and you're gonna want to use something a little kind of glowy and dewy so you can keep that, you know, that glow in the skin. It comes with a little like spoon here for you to take it out, but when I used that, I used way too much. All right, so you can see already the difference between the right side and the left. This is one thing, as I don't love it on the nose for me because my skin is dry. So on the nose, it shows kind of like dry texture. So I would just use like a concealer there. But this is kind of what it is. It definitely blurs the skin. It, for me, is more like, I don't know, it's like more like a primer. I'm not sure. I haven't, like I obviously worn this a couple times just so I could figure it out. But it is definitely more on the like powdery, drier side. That's the only thing that I have a tendency to not love about this is that, well, it says that it's supposed to be there to control a little bit of shine oil. So it does what it says it's going to do. It's just a little bit dry for my skin. But I like to try these out because not everybody's dry. I have a lot of people that are a part of our family that have more oily or combination skin, and I do think this would be an amazing product if you were more oily. I really, really do. It just has a tendency to grab on some of the drier patches. But there is no powder required on top of this. It literally is just as it is, and then you can go into your regular routine. So I have used blush over this, concealer. I've used it all, and it all works beautifully. All right, so I just went ahead and put some bronzer and blush and a little bit of lip gloss on, nothing else. Obviously I have my brows done. But I did put a little bit of the Too Faced concealer, which by the way, if you saw my Foundation Friday from last week, I'm actually absolutely loving it now with a very light coverage foundation. I think it looks really, really nice and very hydrating. So, okay, overall, all in all, I always put more glowy, dewy products on top of my foundations, tinted moisturizers, things like this. And I think it looks really pretty. It's very, very fast. I just don't think I'm the right skin type for it. You know, my skincare routine is extremely hydrating. So even as hydrated as I am, it's kind of still so dry. But I love the concept. I hope she comes out with, again, maybe a different formula for more people that have drier skin, because I think it would be an excellent opportunity. Now, I have worn it as a primer underneath a foundation that was more dewy and actually didn't need to powder anything. So it might be a great place to start if you want maybe like a gentle canceling out of, you know, discoloration and things like that first, and then you're gonna put on a tinted glowy moisturizer on top and then not want to powder it. That might be an amazing way to go for you. All right, let me know if you guys have tried this. Let me know if you guys have heard of this, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves.